What the hell is going on at Ferrari? Oh, hello everyone. You just caught me at the end of my tea break. Yes, welcome back to BaxtyB F1, and today we are going to be talking about Ferrari because I've had enough. This might be a rant, but I've had enough of Ferrari in 2025 because, quite frankly, they screwed the pooch, and the championship is like the pig in that episode of The Simpsons. It's gone, it's away. Homer's still saying, it's still good. It's not. It's done. It's over. And why can I say that after 6 races in such a long season? Well, let's have a look at where Ferrari were at the end of 2024, shall we? They were 14 points away from winning the Constructors' Championship. Essentially, if Sergio Perez does not take out Carlos Sainz, and Carlos Sainz finishes 3rd in Baku, Ferrari are Constructors' Champions by 1 point. 1 point. And I thought they had all of the momentum going into this year. You had Lewis Hamilton arriving at the team, a refreshed, a revitalised Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, arguably in the best form of his career, and you're thinking, this is it. This might actually be it for Ferrari. But once again, they have screwed the pooch. And how have they done that? Well, first thing they did is they changed 99% of their car. They put a new concept onto their car, right? In the last year of a reg set. The last time I remember that happening was 2013 when McLaren did it. And how did that work out for them? It didn't. It was a disaster. Jenson Button and Sergio Perez were nowhere to be found. And McLaren, look at McLaren. They've won all but 1 race this year. Oscar Piastri's won 4. Lando Norris has won 1. They are away and gone. Charles Leclerc is the lead Ferrari driver in the championship this year. He is closer to Alex Albon, the lead Williams driver, than he is to George Russell in the Drivers' Championship. That is how far they have fallen. They are 4th in the Constructors' Championship, and that's basically because Max has scored the majority of Red Bull's points. If Yuki Tsunoda had been there since the start of the season, it stands to reason that Red Bull would probably be slightly further ahead of Ferrari than they actually are. This has been a disaster for Ferrari. Yes, Lewis did win the sprint in China. That was great. But then came the double DQ, and since then it has just been a slow slide down. Australia was a disaster. They went for the full wet setup. They didn't balance it. And it went completely wrong for them. They had no pace whatsoever. Then you had, yes, the sprint win. Then there was the double DQ, despite the fact that they were showing some pace. And that meant that they couldn't run the car as low as they wanted to. And as a Mercedes fan, when I heard that, my heart sunk for Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc. I like Charles Leclerc, but my heart sank. Because that suggests to me that they haven't got the concept right. When you had a concept that worked and nearly won you a championship, and you took the risk in the last year of this reg set to change 99% of your car, this was always a risk, and in my view was more likely to happen than you actually having a usable car at the start of the season. McLaren went for evolution. That's why they're that far ahead. This is just ridiculous for Ferrari. What happened? And then we had the triple header. Suzuka wasn't great. Bahrain was okay. They actually did pretty well. They had some good strategy there, showed some good pace, but they weren't anywhere close to Oscar Piastri, were they? And then Saudi, Charles Leclerc had a great race. Lewis, so. And then, Lewis got the podium in the sprint in Miami. That was good. Great strategy. And then yesterday happened. F1 Strategy 101 is very, very simple. You do the following. If one of your drivers is approaching the other car and he is on fresher, softer tyres, what do? You move them over. You say, Lewis is on a different strategy to you, do not hold him up, let him by. Instead, it took Ferrari 4 laps to make that decision, all because Lewis was going, hello, hello, and it took them 4 laps. There was a reason I was drinking tea at the start of this video, because Lewis said to them, what, are you having a tea break or something? It's just ridiculous. And by the time they made that decision, Lewis, the advantage he had with those medium tyres was gone. And whilst he could make ground on Kimi Antonelli in front, the pass was less likely. If Ferrari had done as anyone else would do in that situation, then guarantee you he catches Kimi Antonelli. And Charles probably follows him through. And this video does not get made. But instead you had another strategy disaster class from Ferrari. This is it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. And I know what you're all thinking, BaxtyB, why do you care? You're a Mercedes fan. I am a Mercedes fan, but I'm a Lewis Hamilton fan. And I want Lewis to win. I want him to do well. I want Charles Leclerc to do well. I like Charles Leclerc. I don't subscribe to modern day Jean Alesi thinking. He's a brilliant driver. And I believe he's got the ability to be a world champion. But quite frankly, right now, I don't think he can do it at Ferrari. Because that team is a mess. Generational mess. You got Fred Vasseur coming out and saying, we were on pace with Mercedes and Red Bull. No, you weren't. You were 20 seconds behind them. That's not on pace. Oh, you got close to Antonelli, who got messed around with pit stops and timing of VSCs. You beat Tsunoda, who again, you only got past him with one of your cars because of a VSC. That's not on pace. And then you cost the chance to get past Antonelli because you messed around. You took 4 laps to tell them to swap the first time, and then you took even longer to tell them to swap the second time. I mean, what are we doing here? As my man Cameron would say, what are we doing here? This is just unacceptably bad from a team that you thought had turned the corner. And yet Ferrari have turned the corner so far that they're back in their stupid phase. And I know what you'll say to me, oh, BaxtyB, don't worry, 2026 is coming. Really? Really? You want to go there? You want to go there with 2026? Which 2 teams are pushing for engine formula changes? It's not Mercedes. It's not Honda. It's Ferrari and Red Bull. What does that tell you? That they don't have a Scooby-Doo what they're doing with those engines, and they know they're behind. So I wouldn't go in with much optimism with Ferrari for next year. Honestly. Now, you make your final judgments at testing, I know that. But if they're pushing for changes in the formula, that tells you everything you need to know. Shouldn't have trusted Ferrari. Really should not have trusted them, because it's been an absolute disaster. Seriously, it's been awful. And Alonso fans and Vettel fans will just be sat there going, we told you. And I knew what I was getting into with Ferrari. I knew that this was going to be painful at points. I wonder how those Lewis Hamilton fans who spent all of last year telling me that Ferrari is the promised land, it's the greener grass. Oh yeah, they're going to respect him, they're going to love him. Really? How do you feel? I think you got a lot of egg on your face right now. Because this is what me and others warned you about. Anyway, look, it's almost time for another tea break. So thank you for watching. I needed to get that one off my chest. If you like this video and want to see more from me, please do hit the subscribe button. Like, comment. I want to hear your views on the Ferrari disaster class. And until next time, guys, stay safe. And I shall speak to you all very, very soon.